Hello, I'm going to be talking to you today about the Wilton Bash Sledgehammer. This is the 4-pound, 1.8 kilogram mini sledge designed for all around job site applications. With the lighter, a little bit smaller sledge like this, you're going to get a hammer that's a lot easier to use, a lot safer. The swing and the throw on it's going to be a lot shorter, easier to control for smaller, more tedious jobs, things like that. The Wilton Bash in all of their products utilizes 6 chromoly rods running through the handle, a full polymer handle that's encased here leading up to the upper unit here, which is going to be a fully forged molded handle, which is going to be part of their unbreakable patent pending design on all of their sledges, mauls, spike picks, things like that. Wilton is one of the only companies out on the market right now that not only stands behind their product with a full 100% no questions asked warranty, they will also give you $100 also on top of replacing the item if you can prove that you've broken one of their tools in the line of work. That is something that just right there tells you you're buying a quality product. There's no company out there that will not only replace your product, no questions asked, but pay you cash if you can prove that you've broken their hammer in the line of work. This hammer right here not only is going to be an unbreakable, extremely safe alternative to a lot of wood handle and fiberglass sledges and mauls out there, it's going to be a very cost-effective hammer to be used on the job site. Anything from commercial applications all the way down to homeowner uses. The Wilton Bash is something that when we look into the aspect of OSHA violations, employee safety and usage, extremely high. It's the top item on the list of user-friendly and safe products. When you look at a standard OSHA violation, OSHA is your Occupational Safe Health Association. It's going to be your inspectors coming out on a lot of your big construction job sites looking for safety violations. A lot of time having to do with your tools. You have a tool that's damaged, maybe a fiberglass or a wooden handle. A lot of times right up here in the top of the forged assembly, they'll have a crack, hairline fractures, things like that. That's going to cause throughout time a separation of the actual head here, which can be up to a 20-pound head from the handle. So you think of the idea of someone swinging this with all their might and then a 20-pound head flinging off on a job site, extremely high chance for damages and personal health and safety is at risk here. That's where when OSHA comes onto a job site, you can see violations stemming from $150 all the way up to $15,000. This hammer right here is just about going to guarantee you're not going to ever see one of those violations due to a faulty part or failing structure on this hammer. So not only are you going to save yourself the heartache of a possible OSHA violation, but more importantly, you're looking out for the safety of your employees, yourself, and your loved ones who might be swinging one of these. The biggest factor to look at other than safety here is going to be cost. You're going to pay a little bit more on the front end with one of these Wilton hammers, typically looking at 15 to 25% higher cost than most of your wood and fiberglass handled tools out there that are going to be comparable to this. But what you're going to be getting out of the Wilton Bash is the longevity of the tool and the safety. You look at a prevailing wage worker, $42 an hour. So you have a prevailing wage worker out on your job site, you're the foreman, he breaks one of these sledgehammers. He's in the middle of breaking out a footwall. He needs this. So what does he do? He gets in your service vehicle, drives it down to Home Depot, walks around the store, buys a new sledgehammer, 120 bucks, let's say, gets back in his truck, drives back to the job site. You're looking at 2 hours, the wear and tear and the fuel on your personal service truck for your company. At the end of this, you're looking anywhere from $300 to $450 for your employee to drive down to the store and buy a new sledgehammer. A sledgehammer that is not nearly as safe as the Wilton Bash. So think of it in the long term of things. Pay a little more on the front end to utilize a safer and in the long term more cost effective tool. That is why I introduced the Wilton Bash into any job site. Doesn't matter if it's a commercial construction site or if it's in your backyard working with your family. The Wilton Bash is an extremely safe, economical, and efficient tool to be using personally, commercially, doesn't matter. This is the Wilton Bash, indestructible. What do you think?